everyone, my name is Elsa, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do my first ever book haul. So I don't usually buy that many physical copies of books because, as I explained in another video, as I live in France and I read my book in English, it can be really expensive for me to buy physical copies of books, especially as I love hardcovers. And so what I do is I read most of my books as ebooks or audiobooks. But I decided that I wanted to invest in my physical copies only for the books I love the most. So this is what I did. I hadn't bought a physical copy of a book in so long, and I just started and then it went a bit out of hand. So yeah, I bought a bit compulsively on this one. I had a lot of savings with COVID, so it was okay, but I won't do that, you know, every month. But yeah, this time around I went a bit crazy. So first, let's start with my mangas. So I bought the 3 volumes I was missing from My Hero Academia. So you have volume 26, volume 27, and volume 28. And this is one of my favorite manga series ever. I love it so much, and I can't wait to read all 3 of them. Then we have Promised Neverland. So this is the 19th volume, and after this one I have only one left, and so I think I will finish the series in May. Then we have a new series, Senpai ga Uzai Kôhai no hanashi, and I read the first one already actually, so this is this one, and I loved it. I gave it 4 stars, and I'm currently reading, you have my bookmark, yeah, the second one, and I really love it, so I will talk more about it in my wrap-up, but yeah, really good so far. So then we have The House in the Cerulean Sea. So this is by Klune. I loved it, obviously, and that's why I bought it, because I wanted my physical copy of it. Klune is one of my favorite authors. I love him so much. Then we have, I'm so happy about this one. This is the slightly alarming tale of Whispering Wars. So this one I'm so happy because I actually read it a year ago and I fell completely in love with this one. But it's so underrated, nobody knows about it, and the main reason for that is that the cover, the original cover for this one, and the illustrations were awful. I put here the former one, and so you can agree, I think, that it's not that pretty, and they did the cover again, and so this one I love so much. It's so pretty, so I'm really happy about that, and so I bought it immediately. It's so amazing. It's a middle grade, it's a fantasy middle grade taking place in a world where it's a fairy tale world, you know, with mermaids and pirates and fairies and all the things you can think about, but with a modern twist. Like, they have cities and they have radios, electricity is modern, but early 20th century modern, so not our modern, but still modern, and the mix is so well done. It's just perfect, and it's the story of these 2 main characters that are from 2 rival schools, and they hate each other, and they have 2 groups that are always in conflict, and the story is written from both their point of views. And it's so funny because they know the other is writing, and they are insulting each other in their portions of the book, and then rewriting what the other wrote, saying that he was completely wrong and he got the story wrong. So almost every moment is seen from their 2 point of views, and it's so fun. And at one point something happens and they have to collaborate and help each other, and yeah, I loved the story so much. So it has a bit of a mystery, it's really action packed, and like I said, the way it's narrated, it's so incredible. So yeah, love this book. Then we have my Baby Piranesi. I talked about it in my last wrap-up, and yeah, it became one of my favorite books of all time. I completely fell in love with it, and yeah, I bought it immediately. And I have to show you because under it is so pretty too. Like, you have Piranesi, and it's so pretty. But I love the dust jacket as well, so I'm keeping it for now. Yeah, and you have this. Oh, I forgot to show you. You also have this. Beautiful. And if you read the book, you know why. Then we have Wings of Fire. This is the 14th volume. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I'm crazy about Wings of Fire. It's one of my favorite series of all time. And basically, it will be 15 volumes long, but this is 3 series taking place in the same world. So it's 3 series of 5 volumes, and this is the 4th volume in the 3rd series, and I haven't read it, and I won't read it until I have the last one, because I decided that I didn't want to read it now because I would be so frustrated waiting for the last one, so I will just binge the end of the series when the last one comes out. But I still wanted it in my bookshelf, so I have it, but won't read it for now. Then we have A Deadly Education. I love it. It's one of my favorite books ever. Like, I fell completely in love with it, and I just love it. And the cover is so pretty. I'm so happy I finally have it. Then we have La Horde du Contrevent. So La Horde du Contrevent is a French adult sci-fi book. It's a standalone, and it's very, very, very famous in France. Like, it's one of the most famous sci-fi book in France, and everyone has read it except me. One of my best friends said it was incredible, and I just can't wait to read it. And I don't read that many French books, so it will be a nice change for once. And so yeah, I'm so excited to read this one. Hi everyone, Editing Elsa here, and I'm really shocked because I planned on just putting on the screen the name, the title in English for La Horde du Contrevent, and it hasn't been translated in English. So what is the world doing? I don't know. I'm always so shocked when very famous books in France aren't translated. I don't know. Yeah, so it's been translated in German and Italian and Russian, if you can speak these languages, but if you only speak English, I'm sorry for you guys. Then we have Malice. I haven't read it yet, but I'm supposed to read it for a read-along this month, so I will get to it in a few days, and I'm so excited. I'm sure it will be great. Then we have, oh, I'm so happy about that, my Daughter and Smoke trilogy. French the Dreamer is my favorite series ever. I'm completely in love, and so Laini Taylor wrote this other series. It's her first one, and I haven't read it, and so I can't wait to get to it. Like, let me show you. So you have this one, and then you have this one, and finally you have this one. And so I'm doing a buddy read in June with May over at Books. Follow her channel, she's so funny, so amazing. I just love her so, so much. We are buddy reading the first volume in June, and I'm so, so, so excited. Then we have Pride and Prejudice. So this is my favorite movie ever, like the one with Keira Knightley. It is my favorite movie ever. I have read the book once a long time ago, like I was maybe 13 or something, and I really liked it, but not as much as the movie. And I think that's because I was a bit young, you know, to read it and fully understand and appreciate it. And I read it in French. So this time around, I'm going to read it in English with this beautiful edition, and I'm so excited. Then we have Howl's Moving Castle. So you might have seen the Ghibli movie that I love. I really love the movie, and it is the adaptation of this book. It is very close, especially the first part. The first part of this book is very similar to the movie, and then the second part, it is similar, but it's a bit different as well, because the Ghibli movie went in a slightly different direction with the war, etc. I actually listened to it as an audiobook, so recommend the audiobook. It's really great, but I wanted my copy because I just fell in love. Gave it 5 stars. I just love it, and I love the movie, but I love this book even more. So if you've loved the movie, I think you will love this book just as much or even more, like me. So highly recommend it. It's so good. Then we have, oh, I'm so happy, the 4 novellas in the Murderbot series. So you have the first one, All System Red, and then the second one, Artificial Condition, then Rogue Protocol, and finally, what is it? Exit Strategy. So I have only read the first 2 so far, and I fell completely in love with it. Like, I'm obsessed with this series. I'm reading the third one this month in May, and I'm just so excited. I can't wait to get to it. And so as I know it will be a new favorite series of mine, I just bought the entire novella series, and then I will buy the 2, I think, novels that came out after this. I just love the main character, love the story, love everything about this series. So there you have that, and then, oh, so happy, I bought the Six of Crows duology. So I've read it already. This is one of my favorite series, but I read it in French, and I read it like 4 years ago. So I have all 4 French editions, and I never read it in English. So I can't wait to get to it and read it in English with this pretty edition. Oh, I'm so happy. And I'm thinking about listening to it as an audiobook because I've realized that the audiobook is a full cast. So if you've listened to it, please tell me in the comments and tell me if it's good. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to devour it. I plan on rereading Six of Crows in May, and if I have the time, Crooked Kingdom in June. So yeah, I'm so excited. Then we have Lord of the Rings. I bought this super pretty edition. It is the 50th anniversary, and I'm so happy about it. The Lord of the Rings movies are my favorite movies, with Pride and Prejudice. And so I'm obsessed with the movies. I love them with all my heart. And I actually tried to read the books, but it was a long time ago, like I was maybe 16 or something. I didn't even get past the first 4 chapters in the first volume. And the reason why is that I found the style a bit jarring, and there are differences with the movies, and as I'm obsessed with the movies, it you know, rubbed me the wrong way a bit. But I keep hearing on BookTube that the books are amazing, and I was, you know, younger, and my reading taste has changed since then. So I really want to give them another try. And so I thought that having a very pretty edition in my shelves would help. And so yeah, like, it's my favorite movies. It can't be, you know, I have to love the books. So yeah, we'll see. And finally, I got the entire Farseer trilogy, the beautiful illustrated edition. So let me show you. Oh, they're heavy. So first we have Assassin's Apprentice, then we have Royal Assassin, and finally we have Assassin's Quest. And so yeah, what happened is that if you've seen my wrap-up, you know that I read the first one in the trilogy as a buddy read last month, and I fell completely in love with the series. Like, I had no idea I would love it this much. So yeah, I'm obsessed now, and so the minute I finished the first book, I knew it would be a new favorite series of mine, so I bought the entire trilogy. And I bought the illustrated edition because the illustrations are just magnificent. Let me show you one. It's not spoiler, it's like 10 pages from the beginning, so you know, not spoiling you anything here. But yeah, this is one of them, and I could show you more, but it would be spoiler, so just this one. I wish there was more illustrations in there, but there are like 6, I think 6 or 7 per books, and they are just incredible, like breathtakingly beautiful. So yeah, I have to be okay with just 7 in each book. But yeah, and I'm currently reading, like, you can see my bookmark, like I read this part, like I read this, and I love it with all my heart. Like, this series is just love it, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, that's it for this book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. It was really fun to do, and I said I won't do this often, but my birthday is in June, and I already ordered my gift because I'm crazy, and they are all booked. And so I will be doing another book haul next month, because I will have received so many beautiful books, and I'm so excited about that as well. So yeah, I hope you had fun watching it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have anything to say about any of the books I just showed you, please tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you around, guys.